All right, thank you guys. Welcome to our NBA video here today. For Tuesday, June 1st, happy June to you. We're officially in the summer months and school's letting out for a lot of kids out there, a lot of parents not so happy about that. But anyway, my name is Brock Page and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. If you want to see which one of these YouTube picks I'm actually betting on personally here today, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. Now guys, we are currently 4-1 in our last 5 NBA tier package picks on my Patreon page. And the good news is this, we have another NBA tier package pick going off here this evening. We're also 4-1 in our last 5 extra daily pick tier package plays on that Patreon site as well. And if you want to access our extra daily pick tier package play, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. Now, currently, we have a bunch of Patreon members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, the link for that page is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, let's get started. Celtics versus the Nets, 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time. The Brooklyn Nets are minus 12.5, totals 232. Now, Brooklyn put up 141 total points in Game 4 against the Celtics. They're actually averaging 130 points a game in Games 2 through 4 of this series. The Nets are also 30-8 straight up at the Barclays Center, first in the league in offensive field goal percentage, top 3 in points per game. Kevin Durant scoring over 34.5 points per contest in this series, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for the forward. Meanwhile, James Harden scoring over 26 points a game in the postseason himself. The Nets, as a team, are shooting nearly 40% from beyond the arc for the entire season. They're taking on a Boston club who's probably going to have to go to work without Kemba Walker here this evening. He's doubtful with a knee injury. The Celtics have been really struggling with Brooklyn in recent meetings as well. Just 2-8 straight up in their last 10 ball games. 20% against the spread in those contests. This Boston club also struggles on the road. They're in the bottom 10 in road scoring, 15-23 straight up away from their home court. And out of their 38 road games, Boston successfully covered the number in 42% of those contests. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Boston's last 8 ball games stayed under the line. Meanwhile, Brooklyn saw games with Boston, Chicago, and Dallas stay under the line within the past few weeks or so. I'm going to lean toward the Brooklyn Nets minus 12.5 and the under 232. Next game, Blazers Nuggets, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The Denver Nuggets are minus 2, numbers 226. Now, the Nuggets have been pretty good this season on their home court. 26-12 straight up at the Ball Arena. Top 10 in home scoring. The Denver Nuggets are averaging over 117 points a night as the home team. Nikola Jokic is averaging 31 points a game in this series. 11 rebounds, 3 assists for the Joker. Meanwhile, Michael Porter Jr. is scoring over 15 a night himself, along with 5 boards in the postseason as well. The Nuggets are in the top 10 in shooting the 3-ball. They're taking on a Blazers team who's been fairly impressive on the offensive end of the court this year. Having said that, though, Portland's one of the poorer defending teams in the game. Bottom 10 in the NBA in points allowed. Bottom 10 in defensive rebounding. The Blazers are giving up 115 points a night when they travel. Portland's also in the bottom 5 in first quarter points allowed on the road. Now, total-wise, the markets have once again put out a curiously low number, in my opinion. Portland's gone 4-1 to the over in their last 5 ball games, 22-16 to the over on the road. Meanwhile, the Nuggets are 24-14 to the over at the Ball Arena. I'm going to lean toward the Denver Nuggets minus 2 and the over 226. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup. It is going to be Lakers versus the Suns, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The Phoenix Suns are minus 5, totals 207.5. But despite a real nice cover in Game 4, I'm not so sure I like this number for Phoenix backers. It's a direct market reaction to the potential absence of Anthony Davis and KCP for the Lakers. But anyway, Phoenix has failed to cover the point spread in 6 out of their last 9 ball games. The Suns are also in the bottom 5 in the league in offensive rebounding, bottom half in fourth quarter scoring as well. Now they're taking on a Lakers team who, like I said, might be depleted with the potential absence of AD, but they're taking on a Lakers team who played outstanding defensively this season. They're in the top 3 in the game in road points allowed. They give up just 105 points a game when they travel. LeBron James is averaging nearly 22 points a night in the playoffs this year, 7 rebounds, 8 assists for LeBron. Meanwhile, Dennis Schroeder is scoring 16.5 points per contest in this series, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for Schroeder. Now, the Lakers have performed quite well on the road this season. They're 22-16 straight up away from their home court. The Lakers allow only 105 points a night on the road. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the number in this one, the Lakers are 2-0 to the under in their last couple of ball games, 6-3 to the under in their last 9. Los Angeles also is 25-13 to the under when they travel. Meanwhile, the Suns have gone 60% to the under in their last 10 meetings with Los Angeles. I'm going to lean toward the LA Lakers +5 and the under 207.5. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap, powered to you by my Patreon website. I like Brooklyn -12.5, under 232. Denver -2, over 226. Before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are 4-1 in our last 5 NBA tier package picks on my Patreon website. We're also 4-1 in our last 5 extra daily pick tier package plays on my Patreon page as well. I'm going to lean toward the LA Lakers +5 and the under 207.5. And if you found yourself really enjoying this video here today, please feel free to give it a thumbs up by smashing that like button. And if you're new here today or this week, please feel free to welcome yourself to the family by hitting that subscribe button as well. I'd love to connect with you on a daily basis. I'll tell you what, those likes, those comments, those subscribes, they're all very, very important to the progress of the channel. And I certainly appreciate each and every one of you smashing that like button. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some shout outs. And from our YouTube platform, shout out to Daniel Kaprowski, Compton Rob, Jeff Roblo from Shreveport, Louisiana. Shout out to Gary DeStefano, Pitts Picks, Caden Floodstrom, Jay Navarro, Alex G, Prez 10 Games. And last but certainly not least, I got to give a shout out to a longtime rider here with Brock Page Productions, and that is my man, Calico Jones. Shout out to Calico Jones. Calico's a day one guy, I believe. He's been with me for several years. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Now, here's some great news, guys. If you do end up deciding to get a package here today on my Patreon website, you are getting absolute max value for your money, because Patreon bills you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up signing up today for a Patreon package, you're going to get access today all the way through the end of June. So always signing up for a membership earlier in the month is a great idea on Patreon. And your best idea, your best value is to sign up on the first of the month. And that is today. So once again, Patreon bills you the day you sign up, and then the first of every month following that. Today is a max value day to sign up. But anyway, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Tuesday to you. I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend, man. I'll tell you what, I had a great weekend. Played a lot of 1-3 no limit hold'em. Made a killing playing 1-3 no limit. Golfed twice, 2 rounds. Golfed on Friday and then yesterday on Memorial Day. And had a great party. at my mother-in-law's last night. I'll tell you what, man, it was an awesome weekend. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend. I think I might be still a little bit tipsy from last night. But anyway, guys, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.